You are now listening to the Q&E Podcast.
Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want? Well, come and get it, goddammit!
What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Q&E Podcast, and you're here with your boy Q Hicks right now. And I got Eggert on the other line. Eggert, tell the people what's good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Q&E Podcast. Today, we are reviewing Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Episode 7. This episode was titled, Stay in Your Lane. And we've seen that come to fruition with a lot of things going on in this episode. The gas station plan is finally in motion. There's shaky shit going on with that. You got Kanan trying to get in between Symphony and Rock, trying to rekindle that. It's just a lot of people going in other people's business in this episode. So it was a lot of shit going on. And let's just start it off by saying rest in peace to white girl Nick.
We all knew what the situation was. Ain't no rest in peace needed. We all knew what the deal was. It had to happen. And definitely expect more deaths down the line. And shout out to my man Trippy Hippie on YouTube. My man commented after the episode yesterday. He said, I know Q happy. I was happy as fuck because something needed to happen. We haven't seen enough death. Like, Power is known for people dying. We haven't really seen people like that we were attached to die. That's why I think way more people in these next few episodes have to die, bro. I see there was a lot of gunshots clapping, and the next one, I'm like, people have to die. Are we going to see Famous? Are we going to see Lou? Are we going to see Marv? More people have to die because we know that Kanan isn't dying. We know that Juke isn't dying. And I think Rock was in the original too, and we know Rock isn't dying. So other people have to die around us, and we just got the first domino with white girl Nick, man. So I was definitely happy. We're starting to get emotion.
I wouldn't necessarily say I was happy about it, but I do understand what you're saying, because it's like, damn, I didn't expect her to go down the crack route. Because remember, I told you last week, I was like, I don't think they're gonna do that with her. I feel like she was gonna die in a different way. I thought she was gonna get shot or some shit. But
Me too.
The fact that she hit that crack mixed with fentanyl or whatever they put in it,
Bro,
I was like, bro,
how the hell she already had the crack pipe? Like she was a professional. She had the crack pipe ready and shit. Who she got that from?
No, it wasn't a crack pipe. It was a bowl. Because, like, when you smoke weed, like, you can buy weed bowls. A weed bowl and a crack pipe. Okay. A weed bowl and a crack pipe are damn near the same thing. It's just they probably look a tad bit different.
Okay, so I was misinformed the next. I'm like, she already had the crack pipe, so this isn't her first time doing crack then. Like, that wasn't her first time at the party last episode.
You seen her when she looked in her drawer. She picked up her weed bag. She noticed she ain't had no weed. That's why she ended up doing the crack, because she was just gonna smoke some weed. But then she was like, well, shit, all I got is this crack right here. Let me just get my bowl and see if it do the exact same thing. And it did the exact same thing. She just died.
Bro, but I don't think anybody should be feeling regretful for the situation that happened, because I feel like a lot of people are gonna, not a lot of people, but the white people's family is gonna blame it on Jukebox somehow. That's how she got the crack, because they're going to find out how she died. They're gonna be like, oh, she must have been messing around with the girl. She from the hood. She got caught up in crack, this, that, and the third. And it's like, it's nobody's fault. She's the one who took the crack out of the bag. And obviously, she didn't know the crack was going to be that bad, because, this nigga Kanan fucking everything up at this moment. So it's like, nobody knew what was going to happen. If you're going to blame anybody, blame her ass, because nobody put that crack in her hand.
Yeah, I don't even know why she took it. Well, I ain't going to say I don't know why she took it out of her bag, because she hit it that one time when she was with Crown. And
you can tell she had that male face, bro. She had that male face. She was like,
on that shit, bro. She was hooked. Because at first, when I seen her take it, I was like, is she taking it because she don't want Juke to have it? Does she feel like Juke taking it and she trying to keep her from doing it? I'm like, oh no, she definitely hit that shit last episode. I was like, yeah,
she's chasing her high. She was chasing her high, bro. She was on some male shit. We didn't see her get to the stage where she was just a full blown crackhead, but she was down that male route, my nigga. Because if she would have hit that shit and survived, oh man, we wouldn't have seen that girl again, bro. After you hit that and survived, what did they call it in the show? I forgot what the fuck they called it.
I don't know. I thought it was fentanyl. I thought it was just fentanyl that they put in.
No, they named it after something, bro. Because you remember when Kanan walked in the room, they ended up saying like, "This is that such and such from."
Blue something, Blue Dream, blue something.
I thought it was Cash. I thought it started with Cash something. But yeah. But that shit was
it was blue something, because the capsules had the blue caps.
Okay, but yeah,
It
man,
was blue
it was
something.
her
I don't
fault.
remember what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But that nigga Kanan fucking up the hood, bro. Killing crackheads, bro. You killing the customers, my nigga. You can't be doing this shit at this time when we desperate for money. You killing our customers, man. Bad look right now going on in the city.
And you hear Marv getting on them too, because let's just go ahead and segue into that. We see that Marv, even though Kanan isn't necessarily part of it, he just put Marv on game, and Marv is now doing the gas station thing. We see early in the episode it's going well. You know, you got your customer that pulls up and he buys a candy bar, and then he takes it over to the gas station, gives the person the candy bar in exchange for the crack or the cocaine, whichever one they're purchasing. So we see it's flowing smooth in the beginning, but then later, as we get deeper into the episode, you see Marv telling Kanan, bro, you know how hard it is to like kill a crackhead? Like, you really got to be putting some rat poison in this shit. Like, it's supposed to just be good enough to make them niggas come back. I'm like, bro, how
He
do you
definitely
kill
put some rat
crackhead?
poison in that bitch. He talking about he made that shit more better. I'm like, more better my ass, my nigga. You killed niggas, bro. And I'm like, how does he feel so confident in his cooking abilities when that nigga just was taught a couple episodes how to make this shit? Now you feeling confident into this? Yeah, let me mix this rat poison in here. Let me mix like some salt in here. Like, this nigga was probably mixing whatever the fuck he could get his hands on.
I think it was them pills, bro. Like that side shit that one dude was telling him to mix with it. I think it was that, because if you was just sticking to the original way your mama taught you, then no, this shit would not be happening. Even if you like don't do it all the way correct, it wouldn't kill niggas because you're using the basic way that your mama taught you. But when that one dude told him, "Hey, I got some niggas from wherever he said it was from, like, put this shit in it. This shit really gonna make them come." Nobody pointed the finger at him. I'm like, when are they gonna blame that guy? Like, that guy got off scot-free in this episode.
A lot of niggas got off scot-free because it really didn't matter, bro. Kanan was the one who made the shit, and it's just like you ain't got to place the blame on his shoulders, especially when your mom continues to tell you stop doing that dumb shit. And once again, we see Kanan fall down the path of doing more dumb shit because she's already gonna find out about the crack being in old girl bag. But once she finds out about the gas station situation, it's just like, my nigga, like, when are you gonna stop fucking up? I know you a kid and you just get into the game, my nigga, but every episode is something different, my nigga. And somebody had brought up an excellent point. Who's worse for real when it comes to just fucking shit up? Tariq or Kanan? And I really cannot decide right now because Tariq used to fuck a lot of shit up in the regular Power, but this nigga Kanan, every episode is something new, finding a different way to fuck some shit up with Rock.
Even though I've never seen the original Power, if I just go just based off of the Power Book 2, Tariq is definitely smarter in Power Book 2 compared to Kanan right now. So the original Power I can't speak on, but Power Book 2,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The original Power,
yeah,
the original Power,
yeah, this nigga.
Because that's when he was like running with. That's when he was running with damn, what's my boy? What's his name? Ray J, JJ, some shit. It was JJ and Kanan he was running with, and they was doing a whole lot of dumb shit, just getting caught up in that stupid shit for no reason, for real. He just wanted to be like abandoned and just do some hood shit because he wasn't from that side of town. He from, you know what I'm saying, the Upper East Side. So it's like he just doing dumb shit for no reason, and Kanan is like damn near the same way. And also one more thing, because a lot of people brought up the point of if Tariq was Kanan's son. And there's a lot of connections between the two. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we find out that Kanan was Tariq's daddy at some point. Because that it was kind of hinted at in the actual Power series. It was like, Kanan ain't his daddy or some shit like that. Like, it was hinted at. It was real brief. A lot of people probably don't even remember it from the Power series. But it was talked about at one point. And it's still a question of if Kanan is really his daddy or not.
So, if Kanan could possibly be his dad, would that mean Davina could possibly be his mom, or would it just have been somebody else down the line?
No, the mother is Tasha. The mother was for sure Tasha, but Kanan must have been fucking with Tasha. Okay. Yeah, he just must have been fucking with Tasha at one point, and that's how he ended up becoming the daddy. It could have been something like that because they had history too, Tasha and Kanan. So she was definitely the mom, but the dad is still a question. A lot of people just gonna rock with Ghost because he had beef with Ghost. Ghost was just always around, but it was hinted at one point during Power.
That'd be interesting though. I wonder how they might tap into that in the next series once
exactly. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure that's when we're going to end up meeting Tasha. We obviously going to get Ghost and Kanan together. So we could see a scene where it's like Tasha and Kanan hooking up or some shit. It's like, oh, so you was fucking with Kanan and when you was fucking with Ghost too. So we really don't know who baby it is. But it's a lot of similarities between Kanan and Tariq, bro.
And let's go ahead and go to the next biggest scene, I think, in the entire episode. Your favorite scene, probably. Neek and Lou have a sit down, and Neek gives him a proposition that he feels Lou might not refuse because, hey, I understand you the brains really in the family. You the one who trying to get more, be more expansive with how you get your money and shit. Come over to this side. You can do your music shit. You can help me rebrand what I'm doing with the game. And my dog said, nah, I can't do it. And he's like, oh, because it's your sister. You don't want to turn on your sister? Nah, I just don't fuck with bitch ass niggas. I'm like, this
nigga, bro. That's hey, this gonna be the reason. This gonna be the reason Lou dies, bro. Because even though he fucks with Lou, he said it last episode that he respected Lou. It's like, Lou, dog, you keep turning me down. You're one of the people that I actually fuck with in the Rock operation. Come fuck with me, and you calling me a bitch ass nigga. You've got these feelings toward me. It's like, for what, my nigga? I'm trying to help you out. Rock shit going downhill. Let me bring you onto the team. But it was just the wrong time. I feel like for Neek to do that because you just hit my nigga Scrap, my nigga. We know it just went down with Scrap. We know it was you. So how you gonna bring me onto the team after you just did that to one of my men? How does that look? Like, that's bad. Like, it was bad timing. Even if he did want to switch over.
But I think it's the family thing too. At the end of the day, yeah. Rock and Marv never gave him a reason to even kind of want to, turn or flip sides or whatever.
But it's a lot of turmoil in that family, though, bro. That's what I would say. It's a lot of turmoil, and it's going downhill. You see everybody fucking up.
It is, but it's not to the degree where he feels like I'll turn on these niggas. Like, it's not that bad. It could be bad to the point where shit could blow up, but not to the point where I'll cross y'all. It ain't that bad.
But what did Neek say? And you brought this up last episode. You was like, Rock doesn't like to expand into things that are out of the drug game, like music. You see that people were like trying to take shots at Lou throughout the episode. Like, yeah, if you wasn't so caught up in that music shit. And Neek had told him, like, hey, we can let you expand. We like people being a part of different industries and like music and things like that. You can do that while being in the drug game. So that was something that I feel like if they don't end up killing Lou, like he looks at like, man, y'all ain't letting me spread my wings for real. Y'all too focused on the game. I'm trying to get out of it for real so I can get this side drug money with Neek. Like, it wasn't a bad proposal. I ain't gonna lie to you. It wasn't a bad proposal.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't. And honestly, if we weren't so short on episodes now, like, because that was episode 7, so we got like 3 episodes left. If we weren't so short on episodes, I wouldn't have been surprised that they took a turn and Lou said, "Yeah, I'll do the shit." Because, like you said,
that's what I'm saying.
I
wouldn't be surprised.
It was a good offer. They only got like 3 episodes left though, so they ain't gonna do no big ass plot twists like that.
Yeah, once you call me a bitch ass nigga, it's really the point of no return. Like, yeah, all right, my nigga, the proposal is cut off after you call me a bitch ass nigga. But before then, it was just like, interesting.
And it was in his mama's shop because he pulled up with the dude that Lou was supposed to kill. First off, I'm mad as hell at Lou because how you let off a clip like that and you hit nobody? I'm
telling you, bro, this nigga missed everybody.
I was pissed at that. And I was like, yeah, that's some shit they're gonna bring up to your ass. You focus on the music shit and your aim off.
World definitely gonna try to kill that nigga again, bro. World definitely gonna catch that nigga in traffic for sure.
But that was the crazy part to me because I'm like, if they weren't in Lou's mom's diner, Neek definitely would have let him just smoke this nigga. But he was like, it was kind of like off of remember in Luke Cage where the barbershop was like the sacred place where it's like, hey, it don't matter what beef going on, no shit go down in here if we in here. And it was that kind of situation. So I fucked with that because it reminded me of Luke Cage. And I just thought, man, if there was anywhere else, Neek would have been like, yeah, kill this nigga.
And Neek is going to try to kill Rock at some point. Like, he knows that Rock is in the planning something and she's going downhill. She's going to try to hit her, my nigga. Something is going to go down between those two where it's going to get escalated to the point where it's like, we got to get Rock, my nigga. Like, fuck hitting her people. Like, I'm going to try to go at her. And that's probably when we're going to see like Kanan step in and make some type of move at Neek. Because like I said, Neek isn't in the original power. He's not even spoken of. I don't know if Neek even makes it to season 2. Does Neek get knocked off by the end of this season? Like, we see that he has a lot of power. Like, what's going to happen with his character?
I would think he would have to get knocked off before season 2 because if he's not brought up in the original power at all, I feel like Neek is just the first of many villains of Kanan's past. So it might be a situation where we think this shit raw now, but what if season 2 come when he team up with Ghost and they go against 2 or 3 different people that make Neek shit look small compared to what they might face in the future. So Neek might just be the first level of true crime that, you know, Kanan is up against, to where it's like in the original Power, it ain't no need to bring it up because in the future, Neek shit was probably so small compared to where he made it.
Yeah, and in season 2, we don't want it to be about still the game, not the game, but we don't want it to be so focused on like the actual drug war. We kind of want to move the story along with Kanan and Ghost. So I would feel like leaving this behind or putting it like a hikey on the back burner in season 2 is better. So if he dies by the end of season 1, I wouldn't be mad. I love Joey Badass's character, and I had tweeted that yesterday, man. Like, this nigga is playing the fuck out of this Neek role, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does not make it the season 2. Like, we see everything escalating at this point. We got 3 episodes left. It's going to keep continuing to get escalated. We see that he's already taking Rock's product. Something has to give. Something has to give.
And what did you feel about it was another point I had too. What about Davina? Do you feel like they're still gonna have her and Kanan like actually come to a disagreement? Do you feel like it's gonna be an argument, beef, or anything? Because she catching on.
Yeah, like it has to get cut off. But what I was kind of surprised by, like, she just went on a date with my boy. It was a double date with him and Symphony and Rock. But then I'm just like, damn, like when they start making out in front of her house, that's when you bring up the situation. Like, yeah, I heard a famous song, and now you feeling away. Like, damn, nigga, why you ain't tell me before we was just kicking in one of my people? Like, why you ain't tell me then? But you tell me till we get here. It was kind of weird. Her vibe was off because it's like you kind of fuck with me with then, like you trying to push me away at the same time. Like, fuck wrong with you for real? Like, that's Famous doing that stupid shit.
And that's the thing that got me, because I'm like, Kanan got to get better at lying too. Like, he's a terrible liar.
For real though, bro, I agree.
Even if you telling her what Famous is saying just isn't true, bro, you got to come with some better shit than that. Because
that's your man for real. You was running with him.
She was like, even though Famous is lying about it and he isn't in that lifestyle, like she said, you are. So you know the shit that's going on. Like, I know who your mama is. I know who your people are. I know you know more than what you telling me. So you're just choosing to beat around the bush and not straight up answer my question.
So somebody is going to end up telling her the truth. It's not going to be Kanan. She's going to get the truth from somebody else. And that's when we're going to see like the complete separation. He fucks with Davina at this point, but it's too much. You kill her ex-boyfriend, my nigga. It's like, it's always going to be that in between y'all's relationship. So I can never see this becoming like a full mended relationship. It's always going to be that in between. So I think it's best they just go their separate ways. Hey, I forgive you for what you did to my nigga, but hey, man, I can't be with somebody who does that, you know? So they definitely gonna go their separate ways with that. But I was more mad at Famous ass. I'm glad that nigga stepped to Famous too. Kanan stepped to Famous, because this nigga talking about, man, I want my song to blow, like this, that, the third. Like, nigga, do you know what you said in that song, bro? Like, nigga, we're at the point of no return. You said fuck $120, and you said where you were at. You said that we were at the bodega and all of this shit. It's like, do you know how much pressure that you putting on our organization at this point because you talking like this, bro? And you want the song to blow up? You don't even realize the impact. He's so green, this shit. Famous getting on my nerves right now. And that's why I think they're going to end up getting Famous ass, and he finna get knocked off.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Kanan and Famous like actually bump for real. I thought they was going to bump in this episode.
It needs to happen. It needs to happen, bro.
It needs to happen.
Because Famous doesn't take anything serious, bro. That's the problem.
Because even when they check him, even when Juke and Kanan check him, eventually, like, they just end up laughing shit off, and then they just go about their day. And I'm like, nah, one of these arguments, like, y'all need to be serious as fuck.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he always thinks shit is a joke. That's probably why he doesn't take shit serious, because y'all back to being friends at the end of the day. It's like, no, you got to step to this thing like, bro, this is real life. Like, you're putting my mom's family, you putting me in danger because of the shit that you saying in a rap song that you not even living. Like, bro, we can't do this shit, my nigga. Either you're not going to tell him shit no more, or you just got to cut Famous off completely. That's why I think Neek is going to come for Famous. I think the song is going to blow over these next 3 episodes. The song is going to blow, and they're going to be like, damn, what he said in that song? Neek going to hear that shit? Oh, he going to be like, okay, let's ride out. We riding out on this nigga for sure, my nigga. You ain't going to say fuck one of my men and talk. And it's funny because Neek knows who killed $120, but he's still going to ride on Famous for talking that shit.
Mm-hmm. And I don't even think they're gonna kill Famous instantly. I feel like they're gonna catch his ass. They're gonna try and interrogate him and all that. And I feel like Famous might snitch. Famous gonna end up snitching. I don't think they're gonna kill him right away. It's gonna be a situation where they get his ass. They're gonna have him in Neek, barbershop area or whatever. They're gonna interrogate him. He gonna get scared as fuck and he gonna snitch.
Snitch on what would he say though? Because I don't think he knows that much other than what Kanan has been telling him about like the murders.
I feel like he'll at least tell about the bodega. He's gonna tell whatever information he can.
Oh yeah, because I feel like Neek would high-key give him like an invitation to be a part of his game, just to like lure that nigga in. Like, yeah, let this nigga feel like he a part of the game for real. So he gonna step to Kanan like, hey, like I'm a part of Neek crew. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't got no beef, but hey, I'm gonna do my thing. You said to be a part of the game. If I want to talk my shit, I'm a part of the game. It's like, nah, Neek just playing you, my boy. Like that nigga really don't even fuck with you like that. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a situation like that over the next 3 episodes either, because he can't make it to next season, bro. Like, because we have to go down this Kanan and Ghost path. I don't think Juke is gonna really be too close to Kanan in season 2. I think she's gonna be more separated, and I think Famous has to die because that relationship, I think, was just those two, Kanan and Ghost. I don't think Juke was too close to Ghost like that, or I didn't get that indication in Power like they were like close. So I don't think they really hung out together all 3. So I don't know.
And how did you feel about the plug that the bodega lady that gave
Julia, Julia cousin.
Yeah, how you feel about the plug? Because I feel like he ain't finna work with Rock. He was kind of being real standoffish with her.
And that's the vibe I got too. I'm like, something isn't right here. Is he trying to just gain information on you or something like that? Because it really doesn't feel like he's trying to give you any drugs. He didn't talk to you about any prices. Like he still has to do like the background check type of thing on you. But I feel like he gonna get the background check and be like, nah, you're not the right person to do business with. I can get money elsewhere. And she high key gonna be on her ass. But if he does end up giving her the drugs, I think they're gonna go crazy with this gas station shit. I don't know if the gas station shit is gonna really go downhill like that. I think they're gonna go full speed with that because that's making more money. If we can't be on these corners for real, we got to go heavy on these gas stations and make more money to make up for it. And I think that's the way. If we can't get the corners, got to be the gas stations because we know it works.
But do you think what Marv said is going to happen? Because when they were giving those free samples out of the product that Kanan cooked, that's why Marv was asking, how many did y'all give out? And he was like, about 25. If we hear any news about any white people dying from this shit,
White girl died.
I'm saying other than white girl Nick, she didn't go to the gas station. I'm saying like somebody like from the gas station, like another person. If they hear about another person or something like that, I feel like that's gonna fuck up the gas station thing.
But in the preview I seen for next episode, it sounded like the streets was saying that Kanan was giving out bad crack. So that news might spread among or throughout Jamaica, Queens. Like, hey, this little nigga made the crack. Like, that's the reason. And it might be like the white people hear the news too. Like, damn, like this nigga making bad crack. Because even if the police done found out, my nigga, like the word is in the streets at this point. Ain't nothing we can do. That's why like Rock in the preview looked so mad at Kanan, because it's like, nigga, you really fucking shit up. Like Howard is going to be involved. Like everybody knows at this point, my nigga, that you making bad crack. Like that's a bad look for us, my nigga. And now the white people definitely gonna find out for real.
And speaking of Howard, is this nigga finna die? Like I don't know what's happening. They dragging this along.
They are dragging it because he keeps popping up. And I had wrote this in my notes. I said he's gonna have to tell Kanan himself because he keeps playing this game like, oh, ask your mom about me. Ask your mom about me. Like, no, nigga, you just tell him what's
just
good.
Tell him.
Because he's going to start. Because if you put that in his head, bro, he will start to question everything because he does not even know DEF CON, bro. He never even met this nigga, so he gonna start putting the dots together like, oh shit, that shit don't even match up. If DEF CON was in jail here, how the fuck he my daddy? He gonna start putting 2 and 2 together like, oh, you're lying to me. You're lying to me. This nigga is my daddy type shit. I don't think he will have a close relationship with Howard. I think he will still have a rebellious attitude, but it will still be like, you are my dad. You're not lying about being my dad. But I think Howard will have to be the person to tell him because Rock ain't gonna tell that nigga shit. She ain't gonna tell that nigga shit.
Not Rock. Howard has to tell him next episode. I'm not accepting anything more than an episode from now. Howard gotta tell this man. Yeah, just stop playing. Like, just tell him you're his dad, and then tell him what the fuck you need. You need the bone marrow shit, whatever you got to get, and then just see where it goes from there. Because once he tells him that he's his dad, I feel like Kanan is gonna confront Rock, and I feel like this is when everything finna start pouring out, and I feel like we're gonna find out. Well, he's gonna find out about D-Wiz and everything. I feel like next episode might be a lot of secrets unraveling.
I'm glad you brought that up, bro, because it kind of felt like D-Wiz has been pushed to the background and everybody has forgot about him because so much other shit has been happening. But Kanan still doesn't know the truth about what happened to his man. He think somebody in Neat Crew did it, but like, when is this nigga gonna know the truth? Is Juke gonna tell this nigga something? Like, when is she gonna tell him like what the deal was and what she seen when she got off the bus? Like, the truth has to come out at some time. We taking too much time with that. Like, Juke has to tell him something.
I agree. It's too much lollygagging with both of them topics.
Yeah, for sure.
How you feel about Symphony? You feel like him and Rock gonna actually have a kid? They're talking about, well, do Kanan have a sibling in the original Power?
Nah. He don't got no he ain't got no brothers. Like Ghost was like his brother for real, even though they had that rocky relationship. That was really like his brother. I don't remember them bringing up any other brother. That's why I was like, that kid shit was kind of like, yeah, you doing too much of this to be a part of an actual family for real. You're already putting your son that you have in danger, or he's already in danger at this point, just being connected to you. Even though he's doing dumb shit on his own, he was already in danger regardless, just for being connected to you. So you gonna put another baby in this world? You talking about you want to be away from the drug game, but it's like Lou really doesn't want to take over the game. Lou want to do music, and you don't want to put Marv at the head of your organization. So you have to be at the top. You can't leave.
I'd rather just end it before I put Marvin.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That
So everything that she's saying was cat, bro. I know she probably feeling on Symphony like, yeah, I want a family, but that shit was just a pipe dream, my nigga, because you can't put that type of organization in any of your brother's hands, bro. Because Lou doesn't want this shit anymore. I don't think he wants to at least do the music as well. Like, he doesn't want to be at the head of the organization where he gets piled on with even more work. He's trying to step away too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, like you have to be the leader. So it's no time for kids.
That was it really for this episode. We touched on everything, unless you got some more notes on something else.
Yeah, that was it. But that's going to be the main point of next episode, like the bad crack situation. Like, Kanan, you in the streets for cooking bad crack. Niggas know it was you now, and you killing niggas on the low. It's like, hey, like, that's damn near an offense. Like, you could damn near go to jail, but your dad is the cop. Like, because Howard knows the truth and that he has the crack. But this can be the opportunity that Howard has, because he's going to be sent to the jail or whatever to talk to Howard, because he's known for the bad crack, or Howard going to talk to him. Something like that is going to happen. And Howard, that's going to be his opportunity to tell him, like, I'm your father. I'm not going to send you to jail for this situation. I'm going to sweep it under the rug type shit. And that's probably, what if they make some type of deal, bro? Like, I won't send you to jail.
If you give me, do you want to make a prediction?
Yeah. Like, what if they make some type of deal? Like, hey, I won't tell, or I won't send you to jail for the bad crack if you give me a bone marrow because you're my son. Like, what if it's some type of deal like that? I won't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised by that, bro.
Would that be a prediction for next episode, or like just for the remainder of the series?
That's for next episode, because the street is definitely ringing about that. So I think that's going to be the main point. And Howard already knows in the previews as well. So I think it's definitely going to come next episode. It's like, hey. But I think he's going to give him time to think about it, because he has to process all of that shit. Like, nigga, you my daddy. Like, he has to do research to see if he's really his dad. Like, he has to put the dots together. He going to start questioning his mom. His mom going to be like, no, that nigga ain't your daddy. That nigga ain't your daddy. But Kanan going to end up finding the truth. Like, oh, that nigga is my pops for real. So it's going to be something like that.
For next episode, I'm going to predict, I feel like Marv is finally going to find out that Jukebox is gay, because now her girlfriend done died. I feel like they're finally going to touch on that and let them have that father-daughter moment. So I feel like that's going to happen next episode. What else? The Howard shit. I like the Howard shit that you said. So I feel like a confrontation and a deal will be discussed between Howard and Kanan. And some shit going to happen to Famous. I don't know what specifically, but something negative is going to happen to Famous.
Who were they shooting at in the previews? It was like 4 niggas lined up shooting at a house or something.
They ain't show nobody. They ain't show nobody who they were shooting at. They were just shooting.
Okay, yeah, because I wrote down what was in the previews. I got to start doing this. So Joey was shooting at somebody's house. So that was Joey Badass was shooting at somebody's house. That's the 4 niggas. Juke finds out the white girl is dead because we see that it's her funeral. And how do you think Juke takes all of this? Like, what do you foresee for her moving forward? And because just how does she process all of this shit?
I don't feel like she's even going to be allowed at the funeral. I think the part that we seen in the preview, that might have been the wake. So I feel like Jukebox might go to the wake. She might run into the parents while she's there. And I feel like it's going to be another situation where everybody white in that funeral home or whatever is going to be looking at her like, you're the reason this happened, blah, blah, blah. I feel like she's going to get shamed again. And it's going to be another situation like that. And she won't even make it to the actual funeral because she won't be allowed.
And this is high key where we can see the situation between her starting that relationship with the cop, the deputy. Mm-hmm. This is where we can start to see that relationship come together because she ended up saying in last episode 6, she said that if you got anything you want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, come to me about it. I feel like she cannot go to Kanan. Kanan could probably hear her, but he's not going to be listening for real because he got so much other shit to deal with. She don't want to go to Marv. Who can she really talk to? It could possibly be this deputy that she goes to and gets her feeling out about the situation. And that's how she transitions into being a cop because she likes the deputy. She gets that relationship. She likes what the deputy does. Some shit like that could be what we see from Juke moving forward because she has to get those feelings out, bro. Like that was damn near the love of her life. She's been with that girl for a little minute now. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't want to be with anybody else. So it's like, yeah. That shit was crazy.
And they just started like officially calling each other girlfriends and everything.
That's
she
true.
Made her a mixtape.
And that's crazy because she was listening to the tape while dying. She was listening to Juke singing shit. It's just like, and that was kind of like the jacket thing that we were talking about. Like she wasn't wearing the jacket, but it was something of Juke's was around or something of Juke's was involved. And she was listening to a tape while dying. So it's just like, damn, that shit crazy.
Somebody had tweeted and said every time Jukebox sings, somebody die.
That's facts. That's facts, bro. That's definitely facts, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But definitely rest in peace to white girl Nick and Howard knows Kanan is the reason for the bad crack. Yeah, that was it for episode 8 preview. But yeah, I think that we got everything though. You got anything else?
Nah, that's it.
All right, bro. You can hit it with the social media.
All right, you can follow us on Twitter at Q&E Podcast 1. You can follow us on Instagram at QANDE Podcast. You can follow and like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube at Q&E Podcast. And our Gmail is QANDEPodcast@gmail.com.
And you can subscribe to all of our podcast platforms. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And wherever you listen to your podcast, we are there. Subscribe to our YouTube, Q&E Podcast. We appreciate all the love on these Raising Kanan videos. Definitely continue to comment. Let us know your theories, man. We definitely appreciate all of the love. And subscribe to my YouTube, Quincy Hicks, into the search bar. And definitely subscribe. And we appreciate you guys for listening. And we out. Peace.